What's good, peeps? Thanks always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, so the World Boxing Super Series for bantamweights is in the books, as they say, as Inoue and Donaire put on, I think, a classic, and I don't say that often. That fight had absolutely everything. If you're watching this video and you haven't seen this fight, pause the video, go onto YouTube, type in Donaire versus Inoue or Inoue versus Donaire, watch it and then come back to this video. That was something special. I mean, everything. Punch power, both of their chins being tested, both of them went to the body, combinations, foot movement, aggressiveness, everything. Everything. Sometimes, and I've questioned this a lot, especially recently, I've questioned, why do I love this sport? Like the passion I have for the sport, the passion that makes me do these videos time and time again, hundreds of them. The reason I put boxing above pretty much every other sport apart from when Liverpool play. Boxing's like the top for me. And I do question why I love it so much. I mean, I've had dialogue with people and we go back and forth saying that we're crazy. This is a sport where it's ruined by PD users and ruined by governing bodies and sanctioning bodies and commissions and fighters chatting shit over Twitter and all this crap. And then sometimes it's almost like I need a reminder. Ade, you love this sport because of, and I have to say, this year, we've had a few reminders. We've had big upsets, Ruiz versus Joshua. I love that. And I'm a Joshua fan, but I love an underdog winning. We've had Spence versus Porter, fight of the year. That was, at the time, fight of the year. We had GGG versus Derevchenko, fight of the year. Then we had Progress versus Taylor, another fight of the year candidate. And then all of them literally got put to the side as Donaire versus Inoue stepped into the ring. And that became fight of the year. For me, that's fight of the year. Like, hands down, by the way. And it's funny how all these fights, apart from maybe Progress Taylor, all these fights have been special because the underdog has stepped up, right? And the underdog has decided, no, this isn't going to play out how 99.9% of the public think it's going to play out, right? You ask a lot of people prior to Joshua Ruiz, who's going to win? Ask 100 people, I think 90 would have said Joshua. You ask 100 people, Spence Porter, 100 would have said Spence. He won, but Porter nearly delivered, right? GGG Derevchenko, same thing. Progress Taylor's a bit different because I think that was a 50-50 fight. But this one, Inoue versus Donaire, was a case of what round is Inoue going to smoke Donaire? I didn't think so. I didn't make a video about it and I wish I did, but I didn't think it was going to be that. Just because Donaire is a fucking dangerous fighter, especially when back's against the wall and he has experience. And he is the bigger guy, a lot bigger. Let's not forget that Donaire fought Carl Frampton at featherweight, which is 126 pounds, a year ago? I would say about a year ago. I could be wrong. I think it definitely was 2018, but I don't know if it was a year or 16 months or 18 months, but it definitely was 2018. And let's also not forget, Inoue was fucking fighting at flyweight 2 years ago or something like that. So he was definitely the bigger man. And I thought he definitely could land that famous check left hook that he normally lands. And he landed it a couple of times. But credit to Inoue, who, I mean, Inoue got hit with a shot in round 9, but I'm telling you now, collapses anyone's legs between 118 and 126. I don't know how he stood up from that punch. I don't know. And you've just got to applaud Donaire. What Donaire done against, again, probably one of the most feared punchers in boxing, aside from Wilder, everyone says Inoue's power is just not normal, right? Especially because of the frame. What Donaire done is what I was begging Kovalev to do. And he didn't. Right? It's almost like, fuck it, go out on your shield. Like, just go, right? Become the feared guy you once was. And it's almost like, you know what Kovalev reminds me of? And sorry, this isn't a Kovalev video. It reminds me of the bully at school that got beat up and has now become almost like the victim. That's what he reminds you of. And I just wanted him to do that to Canelo, what Donaire done to Inoue. Like, let's fucking fight fire with fire. Let's see what you've got. Mano, mano. And Donaire delivered in every, even when he got put down with that body shot. By the way, that's a body shot that finishes anyone. They're done, right? It's done. You can see how much pain he was in. I actually thought the ref was going to stop it. He got up and said, fuck it, let's go. Let's have it. And I love that. I love that. I mean, skill goes out the window, ability goes out the window. It's just down to guts, just pure guts. And Donaire showed a lot in that fight. Again, he hit Inoue with something special. And he knows the power. He felt it, but he kept on coming. And it wasn't like reckless, senseless coming. It was almost like still smart, still bobbing and weaving, still throwing combinations. Fantastic fight. Honestly, fantastic fight, guys. Some people, and I don't want to give them the tag of boxing fans, I'm going to call them trolls for now, has said things like, okay, Inoue's been exposed. The hype's been derailed. You honestly, they're the kind of people that just watch boxing matches just to find faults. It's almost like they're watching it and, okay, yeah, missed a step there. Oh, yeah, lazy left jab. Oh, not that good. Just watch it and appreciate both. Because both of them, for me, showed a lot of ability. And that's what you get in the lower weight class. You get guys that do throw punches in bunches. You guys that have ridiculous gas tanks, better movement. And that's sometimes why I do like watching the lower weight guys compared to the higher weight guys, because you get that kind of action. But credit to both. But more, and obviously this is to the loser, and even I don't want to label him a loser because it wasn't a losing performance, but more credit goes to Donaire. He was losing on the scorecards when that body shot went in. He could have said, you know what, let's live for another day. Got up and fucking went for it. Got up and had a go. Showed that there's something left. I don't know if he's going to call it quits, but there's something left. I do think he should go back up to 122, maybe even 126, but there's something left in Donaire because he's got the power to literally derail you. And he was that close from derailing Inoue. But again, credit goes to Inoue as well, jumping up as he has done the last few years, another weight class. And he's a problem at 118 or 122. I think he should go to 122 as well. Super bantam, let's see what he can do. But credit to both. Honestly, that's what I love boxing for. That was a classic fight. And again, it had everything. And also credit as well to Darren Barker and Chris Lloyd on the commentary. I mean, great commentary, wasn't it? I don't think they were there. I do think they're in the UK and they're doing it from a studio, but it was fantastic. Chris Lloyd's very, very good. Very good. And I think Sky should use him a lot more than they do and get rid of, I don't know, just get rid of Carl Froch or someone. Just put him in there. The want to have a boxer commentating all the time, you don't need it. Get someone that knows his stuff like Chris Lloyd, because I thought he was fantastic. Guys, all right, let's talk about this. Fight of the year or not? For me, it's fight of the year. I understand if you maybe, it's better than Progress Taylor. Definitely, that's out of the reckoning. For me, it is honestly between Spence, Porter, GGG Derevchenko and Inoue Donaire. I'm going to go Inoue Donaire just because, again, the old dog nearly causing a massive upset against a huge bookie favourite. And that would have been something. And to get up from that body shot as well, and just to keep on going, to keep throwing punches. Inoue felt the power. There was a time when Inoue tried to rush him and he got caught with a left hook and backed off. He felt the power. Donaire was dangerous literally until the last minute. Credit to both. Credit to both. Final thing, did you see when Kelly Sauerland tried to pass Inoue the diamond belt? The WBC diamond belt, I think it was, and he refused it. Like, I don't want this piece of shit. Give me my IBF. Give me my WBA and give me the ring belt and that Muhammad Ali trophy. I do not want that diamond belt. More boxers need to do that shit. Peace.